Hi, welcome to this presentation on Introduction to Critical Chain Project Management Implementation using CCPM add-on. In this presentation, let us understand the importance of critical chain project management and relevant software in executing the projects sooner, relative to the traditional project management approach. Let us consider a simple project with 10 different tasks. For a change, we will use CCPM method to execute this project. Notice the details in the Gantt chart presented here. The project starts on 21st September 2011. This project has 10 different tasks with interdependencies. The time estimations, as received from the relevant project member, is mentioned here. One can notice that there are 3 different resources, which will be used to complete this project. As the first step in critical chain method, we are to cut the time estimates. The new time estimates are mentioned here. The thumb rule is to cut the time estimates by 50%. However, due to the complexity of a task, it may not be possible to cut all the time estimates by 50%. It is possible that we may not cut the time estimate at all, in some cases, and in other cases, we may cut 90% of the time estimates. Here, one can notice the project completion date, which is 2nd November 2011. This schedule is not complete, since there is an issue with resource allocation. The CCPM add-on software, which can be used along with Microsoft projects, has features to remove this contention in resource allocation, and develop the new schedule. The final schedule is ready and it looks like this. Here, one can notice that the project completion date gets shifted to 18th November 2011. Also, we have the critical chain being drawn, with a single click, using the CCPM add-on. One can notice that a buffer is being created to protect the project. The concept behind creation of buffer is that the completion of a project is more important than the completion of a task alone. This approach allows us to focus on project completion and not on individual task completion. Having had a short introduction about this project, let us analyze the benefits of buffer management concept in project execution.
Let us track the project status from this slide onwards. The project starts on 21st September 2011. Let us have a status update on 27th September 2011. As per this report, task is getting delayed by 2 days. Notice the penetration of the project into the buffer. The CCPM add-on provides an useful feature to track the project in a graphical form. This particular chart is called as fever chart and is divided into 3 zones: green, yellow and red. This chart signifies the progress of the project by measuring its penetration into the project buffer. If the project is in green zone, then it means that the project is under control. If the project is in yellow zone, then it means that the project is under control. However, the project manager needs to be alert and look for issues that cause the delay. If the project is in red zone, then it signifies that the project is moving beyond control and it has to be brought back to track. This buffer penetration chart is a handy tool for the top management to understand the project status and decide on its interference into the project. For example, if a project is in green zone, the top management can opt not to interfere in this project. Instead, focus on other project which might be in the red zone. Coming back to the project in hand, as per the status report, the project is in yellow zone. Let us move on to the next status report, dated 10th October 2011. As per this report, there are delays in Task D and Task F. The other preceding tasks are completed already. Looking at the fever chart, one can notice that the project is very much under control and hence, nothing to panic. Let us move on to the next status report, dated 20th October 2011. As per this report, the task H gets delayed by 5 days, which was completely unexpected. Notice that the project status is in red, as per the fever chart. the top management and refers to bring the project back to track. As per the next status report, there had been improvement in completion of Task H due to top management's interference. The project buffer is in green zone, thus eliminating the risk of delay in this project.
As per the next status report, it is anticipated that the final Task J would get delayed by 3 days. Since the buffer zone is in green, this delay won't threaten on-time completion of the project. Thus the project gets completed within the scheduled duration. Although there had been delays during execution, the project buffer and the reporting mechanism proved useful in monitoring and controlling the project. It is recommended that the project status be updated on daily basis and the project be monitored with a fever chart. The CCPM add-on has necessary features to provide fever chart as the output. This fever chart is sufficient to understand the status of the project, thus eliminating time-consuming report preparation activities. Now, let us see, why is it that critical chain project management method is superior to the traditional approach?
Let us consider the traditional approach. As per this approach, the time estimates provided by the project team members are used to prepare the project schedule. The estimated project completion date is 2 December 2011. Let us assume that the project encounters the same delays what had been discussed in critical chain method. All these delays sum up to a total of 11 days delay in the project, thus extending the project completion date to 13th December 2011. Why this happens? In traditional approach, the tasks are protected, and delay in any of the tasks gets accumulated throughout the project. This accumulated delay has severe impact on on-time project completion. Let us compare the results achieved with both the approaches. With CCPM approach, the project gets completed within 44 days. However, with traditional approach, the project gets completed in 64 days. That is to say, the organization completes the project 30% faster with CCPM approach. Note that this improvement in project completion is achieved with no significant investment, but with change in the way a project is handled. What does 30% improvement mean to an organization? Won't that mean improved revenue? Won't that mean competitive edge for the organization? Won't that mean satisfied customers? Well, yes, critical chain project management can help your organization to achieve these benefits. Consider implementing CCPM in your organization. We are sure you will be surprised with the results. Thanks for listening to this presentation, and we wish your organization a flourishing future.